Made plans before. You know you have. And most of them didn't survive the first month. The plan to get in shape, the plan to save money, the plan to start the business, the plan to change how you eat, how you spend your time, how you live. You made the plan with real intention, real energy, real belief. And 30 days later, the plan was gone. Not failed dramatically, just quietly abandoned. You stopped following it. You went back to the old way, and you told yourself you'd start again later, when things settled down, when the timing was better, when you had more discipline. Here's the truth. The plan didn't fail because you lacked discipline, and it didn't fail because the plan was bad. Most plans that die in the first 30 days die for reasons that have nothing to do with willpower, and everything to do with how the plan was built. You were set up to fail before you started. The first 30 days of any plan are a specific kind of test. Not a test of character, a test of design. And most plans are designed in a way that guarantees they collapse right around the 2-week mark, right when the initial enthusiasm burns off and the reality sets in. Understanding why is the difference between a plan that lasts and a plan that dies. Today I want to show you the reasons plans fail in their first month. None of them are about you being weak. All of them are about how the plan was constructed and how you carried it into the world. And the thing I want you to understand by the end of this talk is that you can build plans that survive. By the time we're done, you'll know exactly why your past plans died. And you'll know how to build the next one so it doesn't. But here's the truth. Most people never figure this out. They spend their whole lives making plans and abandoning them, and then blaming themselves every single time. They collect a graveyard of dead plans and conclude that they're just not the kind of person who follows through. You can be different. You can see this clearly today. You see, the gap between someone whose plans last and someone whose plans die is not a gap in character. It's a gap in understanding. The people who understand the first 30 days build plans that survive them. The people who don't understand keep watching their plans collapse. So pay attention. The next 30 minutes might change every plan you make for the rest of your life. But you have to understand the trap first. Because right now, you've been building plans that were designed to die. And you can't fix a design flaw you can't see. Now, before we get into it, you must understand what a dead plan actually costs you. Because most people, when a plan fails, think about the immediate cost, the wasted effort, the disappointment, the money spent on the gym membership or the course or the equipment. They don't think about what the dead plan does to every plan that comes after it. Here's the truth. Every plan that dies teaches you something. And what most people learn from their dead plans is exactly the wrong lesson. They learn that they can't be trusted. They learn that plans don't work for them. They learn that starting something is dangerous because starting means eventually quitting, and quitting hurts. So they start smaller and dream smaller and reach for less. And after 10 years of dead plans, you haven't just lost 10 years of results. You've lost your belief in your own ability to change. You've built up a mountain of evidence, plan after plan, that you don't follow through. And that evidence becomes the ceiling on everything you attempt. You stop making big plans because you've stopped believing you can keep them. You see, the cost of a dead plan isn't measured in the wasted month. It's measured in the erosion of your faith in yourself, which follows you into every future attempt. 10 years of quitting teaches you to expect quitting. And here's what most people don't realize. The plan didn't die because you're a quitter. You became someone who expects to quit because your plans kept dying. The cause and effect ran backwards from what you thought. And until you learn to build plans that survive their first month, you'll keep gathering evidence against yourself. Every dead plan adds to the case that you can't change. And that case, once it gets big enough, stops you from even trying. You must take this seriously, because the version of you whose plans last operates in the world completely differently than the version whose plans die. The version whose plans last attempts big things because experience has taught them that starting leads to finishing. The version whose plans die avoids big things because experience has taught them the opposite. And the gap between those two versions, accumulated over decades, becomes the gap between a life of things accomplished and a life of things abandoned. Today, the reasons plans fail in the first 30 days, all of them fixable, none of them about your character. Get them right, and your plans start to survive. And when your plans survive, your whole relationship with yourself changes. You cannot keep doing this to yourself. The you who abandons this year's plan becomes the you who's afraid to make next year's plan unless something changes. And the something changing has to start with you understanding that the failure was never in your willpower. It was in the design. And the first thing you must see clearly is that most plans are built for a version of you that doesn't exist. You build the plan on your best day, on the day you're inspired, on the day you have energy and time and clarity and belief. And then you expect that plan to be carried out by the version of you that shows up on the average day, the tired day, the busy day, the discouraged day. Here's the truth. The person who makes the plan and the person who has to execute the plan are two different people. The planner is rested, motivated, and imagining a perfect future. The executor is exhausted, distracted, and dealing with an imperfect present. And when you build a plan sized for the planner, the executor cannot carry it. You see, on the day you make the plan, you feel like you could do anything. You'll wake up at 5. You'll work out every day. You'll cut out everything you enjoy. You'll work on the business 3 hours every night. The plan feels not just possible, but easy, because you're planning from a peak. But you don't live on the peak. You live in the valley most days. And when the average day arrives, the day you're tired, the day something went wrong at work, the day you just don't feel like it, the plan that was sized for your best self is now being